Okay guys, today I am excited because today we're going to be doing the floors in the garage. We're going to lay the flooring down and get this ugly mess out of here. So I already swept it all. I'm going to start opening up the boxes, showing you what I got. One that I did go with was Swisstrax. And the main reason I went that route instead of doing, let's say, epoxy for the floor is because I wanted to look clean all the time. And since this is going to be my rap studio, I want the debris to sit below, right? And stay on the floor. So with the Swisstrax, a lot of the debris and everything sits below the tracks, and you don't have to really worry about that, right? You can clean it like once a month or, every quarter or whatever. Take the tracks up and clean them up. And if something happens to one of the tracks or whatever, we can pop them up and replace them. And if we move from here, we can expand and grow. And take them with us to the next place or just leave them here, I hope you like what color I'm gonna go with it. I choose a very light color for the bottom. And then like a dark border, just since the whole walls are all black, I wanted it to be lighten up the place, you know what I mean? I did do a couple of things since the last video in here. As you can see behind me, you probably don't notice some of them, but I'll point them out right here. So the first thing I did was this bike rack. Well, this is my fixed gear bike. It usually was over here. I put it on the wall. I don't ride it too much, so now it's art now. And the other thing I did was, if you can see over here, is at the tire rack. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I'll check that. But another thing I did was the tire rack over here, and to keep the tires and everything out of the way. And last thing that I did over here was install the pressure washer setup that we're going to be using to clean vehicles and prep them and stuff like that before we get going on washing them. But what else? We'll touch on little things, but let's just get started, okay? Let's just get started and start this new series with installing the garage floor. Let's go. All right, so if you look behind me, I have a whole bunch of stuff out of the garage so I can do this. And I just can't wait because once the flooring's done, I can start placing things where they need to be and it'd be a lot more organized. But all these boxes over here is gonna be the garage, the flooring from the Swisstrax. As you can see, this is the main color of the floor. This is like their slate gray. I think it's like the silver gray. I can't remember, but it's their lightest gray. Almost looks white, but it's very light gray. That's going to be on this floor right here. So let's get started. The first step you got to do is lay like the first 3 rows, starting from one corner and going to the other. I'm most likely going to start from this corner and then pan out to this corner, just because when I cut the last part of the edges, this is one straight row. There's nothing in the way of the tiles and cutting it. This one has obviously the stand, this little bump out, just become a pain. But let's go ahead and start this flooring. I'll set a little time lapse and I'll touch bases with you in here in a few. Cool. I got all the tiles lined up. This goes for the front. You see the main color, and then the border is going to be black. But everything's back here. I'm gonna start working front to back. Let's go. Situated, then you put in the front lip, and then you're going to shut the garage and to push it as close to the garage, or pretty much you're going to be touching the garage, and that's where the tile's set, and then you can continue installing everything from there. But this is it so far. And this is going to be the border, so it's going like this, and then the border will go around. So we'll just keep it nice and clean and simple. I did break it up a little bit with the black at the edge. 1, to just give it that contrast, and 2, since that's going to be probably the most used part up and down, like, coming in and out of the garage, it made sense to make that part black. So, but yeah, let's keep going. Point something out. So I shut the garage And I quickly realized that when you see my rail is right there, see how far it is from the concrete. If I push the flooring all the way to the door, this thing would be hanging off. And yeah, so what I did was just pushed it all the way as close to the edge as possible. Just gave a little room, just so some of it's not hanging off or anything like that. And then we'll just work from there. All right, GoPro died, but we are finished. And man, does it look good. Let me see if I can pan out for you. Ooh, don't mind these little mess ups in the wall. Tried to put some shelves up there, but they messed up, so I had to patch the holes and we got to repaint that area. But man, does that look good. Just look at that floor. It just changes the whole look of this freaking garage. Oh. I'm gonna get rid of that little cable right here for the pull down on the attic. I'm gonna get just like an eyelid up there and then have a metal rod just to pull it down. But yes, it's coming along, guys. It's coming along. Almost complete. Almost complete. I guess the biggest pain would be doing the edging on the side because the wall, I mean, this thing is not straight. I mean, if you move in any house, you know, same thing with the back, it's not straight. The side definitely was not straight. As you can tell from right here, it's touching the wall and you pan all the way over here and it spreads out right there. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'll probably paint that area a little more darker black so it just blends in and you can't see it just in the wall. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Looks fire. Oh, let me show you underneath the storage. Now, putting the tiles down, I think I need to trim the bottom of this door because it is grabbing just a little bit. As you can see, hear it. But look, that's how it's gonna look. Still need to add the lighting in here. That's an old roll that I have that's laying around. But just gotta add the lighting in here and we should be good. And also my extension cord reel that's gonna go over there. But this is underneath the storage thing. It's gonna have multiple racks like this going here so I can hold multiple vinyl rolls, and then my refrigerator obviously is going right there. So, but yeah. So, here you go. Boom. So, the episode, we're going to talk about a couple things and go over some of the installs of some things we're going to be working on. One of those things is going to be my new cabinetry that's going to be placed on this side of the wall. And I'm going to talk about why I choose it, why I choose this configuration. And we're also going to do the install and talk about my new TV wall, pretty much where my 50-inch is going to sit on and why I decided to go this route and kind of like tie it all together. But let's get into it. The first thing that we have is my new cabinetry, as you can see over here. And I decided to go with Husky cabinets, the good old trusty Husky cabinets. So let's dive right into this and talk about why I decided to go with this. And take off some of these plastics, dive deeper into it, take a closer look at it, and let's get into it. All right. All right, so here are the cabinets, right? I decided to go with one big standing cabinet that I'm going to hold, some of my ceramic coating material, some of my spray, my detail spray, all that kind of stuff, that we're using for the cars and stuff that come through here. And also I'm probably going to store my jack and other stuff in there so it's out of the way. But I decided to go with 4 cabinets that you see right here. And I did decide to go with these Husky heavy duty cabinets. And I just love them, man. They're black with the wood top because, aesthetics, how the rest of the garage. And then we're going to build that TV wall right here that my TV is going to sit on. Just tied everything all together and bringing the whole look together as one. Why did I choose these? One, they have a ton of storage space in these, and obviously the black on black is fire. Oh, let me get the key because obviously I need to open one of these. We're back. Got the key. My dumb self forgot it. That was over there. Let's take a look at these. Let's open this up. As you can see, nice big space. This is going to store a lot of my components for wrapping. And one of the reasons I really like this heavy duty one is that it has like that soft close. So money. Just little touches like that just make everything so much more sweeter. These first two are going to be mainly for my wrapping material, or not my material, but maybe my tools and the stuff that I'm going to use to be wrapping vehicles. The third one is pretty much going to be miscellaneous. It can be split between cars and wrapping material, wrapping tools. And then also the last one's going to be mainly all my tool supplies for my working on cars and vehicles. And whatnot. I'll show you what I got for that later in a different video. But that's the setup I wanted to go with. One big one, followed by 4 cabinetries, and then the 50 inches is going to go on the wall right there. Look at money. So you saw a little breakdown, a little video of each one of these drawers with the soft close and the black on black goodness. I mean, come on, Husky, you did a good job on these, man. And I also love the wood top. It just looks so much cleaner. Later, I might think about doing this one solid piece, but for now, this will work. Once I push it all close together, it just worked just fine. I have some wrapping tools that's going to be bolted to this top of this wood cabinetry. And yeah, let's get into unwrapping all this. I'm going to set a little time lapse, and we can just sit back and watch me unwrap it and place it where exactly it's going to go. And let's get into it. Let's go over what we're going to do with the TV wall. It's pretty much going to be going from this corner edge all the way a little bit past the mount, because I'm going to be running a surge protector from there, and then like kind of like the middle, so I can plug up the TV to it, as well as some like a speaker and a sound bar and stuff like that I'm going to have attached to the TV. Now, with that being said, how I'm going to bolt this to the wall, I already marked out my points, right? So this is where the stud is on the wall, right where that mark is right there. The next one we probably use is going to be this one, and then this one, and then the one towards the end right there. How I'm going to do that is by utilizing, hold on, let me show you this real quick. I'm going to be utilizing some old pieces that I had from the staircase that I broke down. These are perfectly used. I'm going to line it up right here with the stud. That's going to be one bracket at the bottom. And then I'm going to cut another section that's going to be bolted up to like right here, keep it level with the filing cabinet, because I don't want to go above it. I want to keep that nice and level. That's going to be one bracket. There's going to be another one here, obviously right here, and then one at the end. Now, I kept these two kind of close because I'm going to make a brace in the middle by using this 2x4 right here. There's going to be 2 of them going down on there. So when I mount the TV, it's going to bolt to that. And I think we should be good. From there, after we did pretty much the brackets for it, we're going to put the plywood on there, stack them. They're going to go on top of each other. And then I'm going to paint all that black. And then the same thing I did to this back wall with these wood slats, that's what we're going to do for that on that wall right there. So I'm hoping, I have some pieces already cut, but I don't think these are long enough. Let's take a measurement real quick. And I want to say both of those plywoods together are about almost 50 inches. And this does not look like 50. Let's see. Yeah, this is 46. So these are, 24, so that'd be 48 each. So they're a little off, so I won't even be able to utilize these. I'm gonna have to get some more and then cut some new ones. So these are just useless for me, but I'm gonna need a ton of them, as you can see, because they're gonna go on this all the way down. So I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch again, a whole bunch of cutting, just like we did in other videos, which is gonna suck. So I'll place y'all on a little time lapse so you can see me doing the bracing. I'm happy because I'm only going to have to drill 4 times into the concrete. It's kind of how I built it out. I'm so happy because I hate drilling into concrete. It's a pain in the butt. But yeah, so this time lapse, get some good lo-fi music going, feel the vibes. Let's get this done. Okay, my GoPro died again, so we're here on iPhone. Here is where we're at with the wall. Got the bottom part mounted. Then another portion, the exact same size, is gonna go on top. This right here is the area where my TV mount bracket is gonna bolt to. We have the surge protected already there, so when I cut up the hole through this panel, like the sat panel on top, the wire just go through it and I'll just plug it in there. What else? So while we were working on this, lovely little packages came from Amazon. Our wall bracket came. So we have this right here where all the goods, put the wall bracket for the TV mount. Also got a plug, a little Amazon plug that's gonna be connected to these lights on the wall right here, these lights. So when I tell, well, I think I'm gonna set my Alexa to when I walk into the garage, say, hey, Alexa, let's get that money. All my lights come on, my hectagon, my side lights. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what this bracket is for, the plug over there, and now I'll plug up to it. We also got my lights that are gonna go underneath my storage. They're motion detected and they're chargeable, so that'd be good. Anytime we open that, we'll have nice bright light in there so we can see. And that's it. So let's jump into this bracket, and then we can get painting the wall and move on to what else. Then we can move on to doing the wood slats. All right, got the TV where I wanted it. Mounted right in the middle. It's about 26 inches and 3/8 on each side. Perfectly centered, leveled. And now I'm thinking about adding the soundbar right below it, because why not? It was I won it as a prize at work. Might as well add it into the garage. It's a Sony one too, so let's go ahead and try to mount that up. I'll set a little time lapse so we can watch some of this. And then after that, I can go ahead and paint everything where I want, and then mark off where I'm gonna do the wood slats, and then go from there. And I'm sad to say, but my cameras died and I didn't feel like charging them, and I just completed a TV wall off camera. But here we are now. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see exactly what I did. I'll talk over it, whatever. But let's get to it. Let's just show you what you want to see. And bam. There's a nice TV little wall. This is really pleasing, and it matches my other wood slat wall over here with the panels and all that. So, but yeah, look at that. I think it came out really good. I also added that sound bar. You saw me on the time lapse. It's down there. It's connected. Everything's connected. Wi-Fi. You gotta love it. Smart TVs. It's all you need. Also put an Alexa in here because, as we were talking about, saying, Alexa, let's get that money. Boom. Lights come on. I know it's corny. I'm sorry. But hey, it turned out good. As you can see, the lights all powered up, wired up, clean. That's all good. But this is so bright in here now. I did install my bracket right here. We'll talk about this in a later video, but this is pretty much what cuts all my vinyl. It'll sit on here, roll it out, cut it. We'll talk about it and where it came from and how awesome this thing is. So Pretty much a wrap for the wood slat wall, you know. I think it came out really good, nice and clean, as I wanted it. We'd spaced them out nicely. Everything's on there nice and nice and firm. So, and then I stained it with that light wood color. And see, we got some nice little imagery right there going on. But everything came out really good. I adjusted the cabinets where the height is just right at the below the wall, and all the cabinets are height. I already started inputting some of my. Ooh, so clean. Just give you a little taste. Give you a little taste. So, but yeah, we're pretty much almost wrapped up with this build series. We just gotta. Pretty much the next video is gonna be a tour of everything and all my stuff that I have in here. As you can see out here, I gotta empty out this toolbox, give it away. All this other stuff out here is all tools for wrapping. That needs to go in here, and then the rest of it just thrown away boxes. So we're pretty much almost done. It's clean, but let me stand back so I can give you a good little view. This is how it looks right now. Oh, we still got to paint this door. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow, but I just got to paint that door black. I still need to get some switches. I'm gonna change out the wall switches and all the plugs and sockets and stuff like that on the wall to black. I already did this one over here, but these three need to get changed. So, but everything's pretty good. So I hope y'all are liking this build series. We're gonna finish it up here on this wood slat wall, and then next pretty much episode of next video you should be seeing is a tour of everything, all finished up, buttoned up, and then we'll wrap this up. Cool. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all like it so far, and just like, comment, subscribe below. Until next time.